EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown in Power Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. Lock now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
From the gun, it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Locke again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So that one will be accepted. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's Lindsay. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lock. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Chargers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Herbert on first down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
30, Philip Lindsay.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
42-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
56. Check 56. All day, just like that. Just like that.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Chargers. That's the
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 33. From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Chargers 3.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos is onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have there, controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Intended for Cortland.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Locke will try again on second down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On second down, this is Jackson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 14-yard line.
Second down and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Gordon, and he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's good.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Let him know. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Check tight end. Check tight end.
Lock now on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's our time. Race don't travel. Race don't travel.
To throw it is Locke. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
At the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Locke to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. Watch the blood. Watch the blood.
To throw again. Locke. That's caught by Hollister. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Again, it's Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
The defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Reed. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Reed on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Push him back. Push him back.
Again, Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. High throw, but the catch is made. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw again. Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Broncos 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Here's Reed returning. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the turnover, here's Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Check, cross, 64, weak.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the 4.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Locked now on third and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Reed.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brewer. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But it brings up third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for L.A. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Locke now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Reed returning. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of
33 yards that time.
First down, Chargers.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On the run, this is Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Brewer. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go, D. All 66. Fully high. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Locke working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
On first down, Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
There we go. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
And he gets it down to the 32.
The ball carried by
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. In his end zone, here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got
it. To throw from his end zone. Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check, 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 check.
Block on the give. It's Lindsey. Desmond King making the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check, check, check. 49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Block. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 20.
56. Rap. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. I got him.
From the gun. Lock. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
The moot point there is they were able to connect. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 6. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Los Angeles.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go,
Now Jackson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.